Long before the CIA became America's primary intelligence agency, there was the OSS, the Office of Strategic Services. Created in the crucible of World War II, the OSS was the United States' first centralized intelligence and covert operations organization. From spy missions behind enemy lines to psychological warfare, saboteur training, and resistance coordination, the OSS laid the groundwork for modern American espionage. Though it existed for only 4 years, 1942 to 1945, the OSS played a vital role in the Allied victory, and its legacy still echoes in the intelligence community today. The birth of American intelligence. When World War II began, the U.S. had no central intelligence agency. Intelligence was scattered across military branches and government departments, lacking coordination or strategic vision. The surprise Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor in December 1941 made the need for organized intelligence painfully clear. In response, President Franklin D. Roosevelt established the Office of the Coordinator of Information (COI) in 1941, which a year later became the Office of Strategic Services (OSS). He appointed Colonel William J. Wild Bill Donovan, a decorated World War I hero and lawyer, to lead the organization. Donovan, known for his daring and unorthodox style, would become the founding father of American intelligence. Mission and operations. The OSS had a broad and ambitious mandate. Gather intelligence in enemy-occupied territories. Conduct espionage, sabotage, and subversion. Train and support resistance movements in Europe and Asia. Analyze global political, economic, and military developments. Engage in psychological warfare and propaganda. At its peak, the OSS employed over 13,000 people, including diplomats, linguists, academics, journalists, soldiers, and even actors. Its operatives worked in virtually every theater of war, from the jungles of Burma to the mountains of Yugoslavia, to the streets of Paris and Berlin. Covert operations in action. 1. Supporting the resistance. One of the OSS' most successful missions was aiding European resistance movements. In France, OSS agents parachuted in to supply arms, train guerrillas, and coordinate sabotage ahead of the D-Day invasion. Similar missions supported Tito's partisans in Yugoslavia, anti-Nazi forces in Greece, and resistance networks in Italy and Norway. 2. Espionage behind enemy lines. The OSS conducted daring intelligence missions inside Nazi Germany, Japan, and occupied territories. Agents, sometimes using forged documents and disguises, gathered information on troop movements, technology, and infrastructure. Many were captured, tortured, or executed. 3. Psychological warfare. The OSS Morale Operations Branch produced fake German radio broadcasts, spread disinformation, and dropped propaganda leaflets designed to erode Axis morale. These efforts aimed to confuse enemy troops and encourage defections or surrender. 4. The Asian Theater. In China and Southeast Asia, OSS operatives worked with Chinese nationalists, Ho Chi Minh's Viet Minh, and other anti-Japanese groups. They gathered intelligence on Japanese forces and trained local guerrillas for sabotage and ambush missions. 5. Technology and sabotage. The OSS also developed innovative spy tools and gadgets, exploding pens, hidden radios, silent pistols, and even shoe soles designed to leave misleading footprints. It collaborated with the British Special Operations Executive, SOE, to share techniques and technology. Famous figures of the OSS. Julia Child. Before becoming a celebrity chef, she worked on shark repellent for underwater explosives. Alan Dulles, OSS station chief in Switzerland, later became the first civilian director of the CIA. Eero Saarinen, noted architect who helped design OSS training facilities. Sterling Hayden, Hollywood actor who ran covert missions in Yugoslavia. Virginia Hall, a legendary one-legged OSS agent who coordinated French resistance cells and evaded the Gestapo despite being one of their most wanted spies. Dissolution and legacy. After Japan's surrender in August 1945, President Harry Truman disbanded the OSS on October 1, 1945, splitting its functions between the State and War Departments. However, the need for a permanent peacetime intelligence agency soon became apparent, especially with the onset of the Cold War. In 1947, the Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, was formed under the National Security Act, inheriting much of the OSS mission, personnel, and philosophy. William Donovan's vision had come full circle. Why the OSS mattered. The OSS broke new ground in intelligence operations and laid the institutional and cultural foundations for the modern U.S. intelligence community. It pioneered joint military-civilian intelligence operations, Covert action as a tool of national policy. Close collaboration with foreign resistance groups. Strategic analysis that informed high-level decision-making. Although some of its operations failed or caused controversy, the OSS' bold, innovative approach helped shape Allied strategy and weakened Axis defenses from within.